The country is remembering the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk after tens of thousands of people attended his memorial on Sunday. President Trump headlined the event, delivering a eulogy for Kirk that was infused with his own political agenda. Our White House correspondent Liz Landers has this report.
A Sunday memorial service in an Arizona arena for slain conservative activist Charlie Kirk included President Trump and much of his senior cabinet, who joined Kirk's widow, Erica.
That young man, I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do.
Erica Kirk, now taking up the mantle of her late husband's political organization Turning Point USA, offering her forgiveness to the suspect in her husband's assassination, but the president and his administration striking a different tone.
That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
Trump broadening the attack on Kirk to an attack on the conservative movement.
That bullet was aimed at every one of us. Indeed, Charlie was killed for expressing the very ideas that virtually everyone in this arena and most other places throughout our country deeply believed in.
The president, who ran on political retribution in the 2024 election,
hello, patriots,
echoed by his top advisors like Stephen Miller.
We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing.
The memorial service lasted more than 5 hours and comes as the nation debates the issue of the First Amendment and the limits of free speech. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard nodding to the frequent and sometimes controversial college campus debates that Kirk engaged in, saying that Kirk lived what the founders of the country envisioned.
Free speech is the foundation of our democratic republic. We must protect it at all costs, because without it, we'll be lost. Charlie knew this.
At the White House today, I asked Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt about the memorial's tone.
We heard from Erica Kirk. She said she forgives the man who shot and killed her husband. And then right after that, we heard from the president, who said, I hate my opponent and I don't want the best for them. How does that square with bringing down the temperature of political violence in this country?
The president is authentically himself. I think that's why millions of Americans across the country love him and support him, including Erica Kirk, who you saw so beautifully was on stage with the president in an unthinkable moment, in the midst of an unthinkable tragedy, and was leaning on the president for support during that time.
Over the weekend, the president doubling down on the theme of political retribution in a blunt social media post addressed to the Attorney General Pam Bondi, complaining about a lack of prosecution of his opponents, writing in part, quote, "Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done." Then, in another post later that day, the president announcing his appointment of White House aide Lindsey Halligan to serve as the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. The former top federal prosecutor for that office was pushed out last week amid pressure from the White House to criminally indict New York Attorney General Letitia James, one of the president's political foes. The Justice Department began investigating James for mortgage fraud months ago, and there's no indication prosecutors have found enough evidence to bring charges.